Hi everybody, Armine Bazikyan here from Bazikyan Law Group. Our firm exclusively practices in the areas of estate planning, trust and probate administration, as well as asset protection. And this video is going to be part one of a two-part series that I'm going to be doing on LLCs, or limited liability companies. And I get asked these questions all the time, so I thought I would do a two-part video that addresses some of the concerns and issues surrounding limited liability companies and what they are. So this video is going to be on exactly what an LLC is and why some people choose to utilize it in their business. And then next month we will be discussing how or what happens when a person passes away and they have an LLC in place. So an LLC, as I mentioned, is a limited liability company. And you can have an LLC formed in California, you can have one in Delaware, you can have one in North Dakota or Nevada. Depends on which state's laws you would like to fall under and how you would like to operate and what type of business it is. So an LLC is formed with one or more individuals or entities that come together to do a business. So let's pretend or use an example of John. He is the only person in his business. It's his own dog grooming business, and he creates an LLC to own his business. So he operates his dog grooming business through an entity called this LLC, and he does so utilizing the LLC rules and laws. So what happens for John is, what he's done by creating that LLC is he has segregated himself personally from himself as the owner of this LLC. So the liabilities, obligations, debts of this LLC are separated from his own personal assets. And this is done for asset protection reasons, because we want to make sure that if John does something to harm an animal and the owner of that animal sues his business, that the lawsuit kind of stays within the world of that LLC and doesn't leak out to actually come and affect him personally and possibly affect his personal assets, meaning his home or any other investment accounts or investment properties that he may have. So by creating an LLC, what an individual is doing is segregating himself or separating himself or herself from the business that they're engaging in. It's a great asset protection tool, but of course it all depends on whether or not your business type fits this business structure. So as you may know, there are different types of business structures, from sole proprietorship all the way from corporation, LLC being one of these structures. And you should definitely consult with an attorney before you engage in an LLC or create an LLC, because you want to make sure that your business structure of an LLC is appropriate for the type of business that you're actually doing. It might actually impact you negatively to have an LLC, whether it's for tax reasons or liability reasons. So feel free to consult our office, and we'd be more than happy to sit down with you, learn more about your business, and let you know if an LLC structure is appropriate, or there may be a different entity structure that might be more appropriate for your needs. Again, an asset protection tool that we use very frequently with our clients that of course have the need. And in addition to actually figuring out if it's the right type of structure for your business, it is always the smartest idea to create the LLC in a very ironclad effective way. So most people think that, oh, I'll just create the LLC, I'll file the paperwork with the LLC for the Secretary of State and I'll be done with it and I'll have an LLC and I'll get this liability protection. That's absolutely false. Just because you have created an LLC does not mean that you are going to get that LLC liability protection. Your operating agreement, all of your legal requirements have to be in place, and you have to make sure that your operating agreement actually provides the requisite limitations to provide you with that liability protection. So if you are interested in possibly forming an LLC, or you'd like to discuss your current LLC and possibly amend your existing operating agreement, or if you don't have an operating agreement at all because you didn't even realize you should have one, feel free to contact our office. We'd be happy to sit down with you and help you with whatever legal needs that you have. If you like this video and think that someone in your life might find it helpful, feel free to share it with them as well. Otherwise, we will see you next month, and next month's video will be the part 2 of this video, which will be on estate planning and an LLC. What happens if you have an LLC membership and you pass away? So please join us next month, and we'll see you then. Bye.